Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women.
Katt Williams is blasting Mr. Matteo once again, this time for organizing wild freak-off parties where he and his buddies allegedly spend the whole evening switching between sexual abuse and rappers. Katt Williams has previously attacked Tyler Perry for being a closeted gay man, but this time, his claims go even further. He's not just referring to Tyler being submissive with younger men, he's also accusing him of possibly assaulting them. The situation has worsened, especially since multiple young actresses have sued Tyler, claiming he coerced them into sex in exchange for roles in his films. The more degrading the sexual acts, the bigger the role they'd receive. Let's just say, according to these allegations, Tyler has a particular type. He allegedly targeted specific young men and lured them to his guest house, where the assaults would take place. These long-running accusations took a dramatic turn a few days ago when the Oval actor Derek Dixon filed a $260 million lawsuit against Tyler. In his shocking claim, Derek said Tyler used his power to persuade young men into sexual acts. He stated he first met Tyler in 2019 during an industry event at Tyler Studios in Atlanta. After getting his phone number, Tyler allegedly made repeated sexual advances. According to the lawsuit, Perry warned Mr. Dixon that if he ignored Perry or didn't respond to the sexual innuendos, his character would be killed off in the upcoming season. Perry allegedly kept this threat looming, implying that his role as Dale would survive only if he kept Tyler satisfied. Derek even claimed Tyler once pinned him to a wall and choked him while making sexually explicit comments like, "Look how excited you just got." Derek said he once stayed at Tyler's guest house, where Tyler entered his room in just underwear. He claims Tyler pulled them down and said, "It won't hurt. Just calm down and let it happen." Derek says he managed to avoid the situation by changing the subject. He also provided text messages in which Tyler allegedly rambled incoherently. One example, "No straight man would be cooking for you or going for walks with you unless they wanted to fuck you. I would fuck you." People quickly believed Derek because Christian Kais had experienced something similar before him. Although Christian didn't name Tyler, it was clear who he was referring to. Christian had spoken about a powerful figure in the industry using his influence to force young men into sex for roles. Everyone knew it was Tyler even if Christian never said it aloud. And what do you know? Christian never walked his statements back.
Speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. This person was sexting me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. Not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes, and it'll be men tempting men. I was like, well, I gotta protect me because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above.
Remember how Derek said Tyler got touchy while staying at his guest house? That exact same guest house was also mentioned by Christian Kais when he came forward to expose Tyler Perry some time ago. It's almost like Tyler uses that place whenever he has a specific plan with someone. Christian claims Tyler barged into his room while drunk and grabbed him repeatedly.
I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But, yeah. You get a grown man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bad, so after a big party, won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like what the get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, alright man, alright, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out and he tries to grab you. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the you doing, man? What the Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not bringing multiple bones in this person's face.
Christian's situation, however, differs from Derek's. Unlike Derek, he chose not to sue after Tyler allegedly paid him hush money. That doesn't mean Tyler stopped pursuing him. Reports claim that Tyler kept trying to engage with Christian, and when he realized Christian wasn't leaving his show, he began working with Bet to sabotage it. Things reportedly got so toxic that Christian eventually decided to pull his show off Tyler's network and Bet altogether.
In transparency, it is disappointing to continuously find out that your show is coming back on the internet instead of finding out from the network. And I've mentioned that in previous seasons and it's still happening. Or to see the trailer online and have to go search for the trailer so I can try to download the trailer for the hit show that I created for this studio and this network instead of getting it sent when everybody else is getting theirs. It does feel dismissive and disrespectful when it continues to happen and you've addressed it and it still happens. So at this point, I do not believe that the prequel series that I've written and the spin-off show, any prequel or sequels, I do not believe I'll be doing them with BET. Whether you noticed or not, season 2, my Created by credit was removed. And I asked to get it back and they said no. And I ended up having to call the WGA, call the union to force the studio to give me my credit back that I had earned. I created this 15 years ago and I've been working on it for 15 years. I think God gave it to me because he knew I was going to protect it, and I will. But some things, these things got to change. In the prequel and sequel space, unfortunately, there are going to be a few personnel changes. Sometimes it happens, unfortunately, where some people get entitled or arrogant and unprofessional and, start coming to work high and inebriated on a regular basis, or start saying whatever they want to when the camera's rolling and disrespectful ad libs and things. And those things will be addressed. So there may be some personnel changes, but the show will go on.
At this point, Katt Williams jumped into the conversation and left everyone stunned. Rumor has it he's been warning young men in the industry to stay away from Tyler's parties, claiming Tyler and Diddy have similar preferences. Katt said stories of Tyler luring young men into bed with job offers were just the tip of the iceberg. Many weren't surprised by Katt's alleged comments, especially considering his previous attacks on Tyler during that controversial Shannon Sharpe interview last year. In that interview, Katt claimed Tyler wanted to be a woman and said his obsession with playing Madea came from that desire, and because of his fame, he could live out that fantasy without being criticized.
And it was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
Katt Williams may be known for comedy, but he rarely lies. What's strange is that he started speaking out about Tyler before either Christian or Derek went public. But as always, no one took it seriously until the lawsuit surfaced. Truth One commenter wrote, "Katt has been telling the truth for 20 years. They blackball him, neglect him, and take his kids because he doesn't play their game. He's a real one." Another said people would leave Tyler alone if he just admitted what he likes. It's 2025, stay true to yourself. But now, I want to know what you think.